battle starts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of shipviews with me, Carburetor. Today, we are going to be looking at the sequential bundles in the Snowflake event. If you want my quick take, don't have to watch the rest of this video, just quick take on the sequential bundles that you can find in the armory. If you go into the armory, go up to the top tab, you'll see them here. I'm just going to say this right away. Don't get them. Don't get them. I'm gonna break it down more into explaining why it's not worth it. But if you just want my quick take, I would say that's it. Don't get it. However, before we cover these, I did want to just talk about this. They did release a bunch of coupons in the armory, a bunch of ships for reduced resources. So if you're stacking those resources and you want to pick up a ship, I would highly recommend doing it for the resources first before you grind out containers, because you'd rather buy the ship for container and get a ship that you might not have been able to get for resources. If you're following my logic there, like there's some ships you can't get in the armory, such as the Thunderer. You want to increase your chances of getting that ship. But anyway, another quick thing is in the premium time, a whole year just went on sale. They do this every year. I would highly recommend getting this. And in fact, if you play the game a lot like I do, you'll find that you have to buy this once and you never have to buy this again, which is kind of nice. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of nice. But anyway, let's get down into why we're here to begin with. Now, I have a spreadsheet in my other window. I'm going to overlay it in editing. So if you see me kind of like pause a little bit, it's because I'm bouncing my eyes back and forth across the screens. So please work with me. But anyway, let's get into it. The Snowflake Sequential Bundles. This is a horrible, horrible event this year. I don't know what's going on. And honestly, if they had just dropped the price a little bit, honestly, I'd have said that it would have been fine. It would have been dandy. But let's get started. Let's start at the top. Santa's gift container. You can buy this for 99 doubloons. I would honestly recommend buying this to begin with. Buy this and you have another Santa's gift container. You have a chance to get the golden gift. You have quite a few rewards in here. Honestly, 99 doubloons, really not that much, kind of a good deal. Value on these is at 250 doubloons, so we already are at a positive difference of 151 doubloons. Moving on to the super containers here. One of these days, I have to break down a valuation of the super containers. I didn't have time to do it this time. I did do it for the premium ship containers, for the premium ship tier 8 container. But as far as this, looking at this, I would give this a value of 1,000, and you can pick this up for 199. Honestly, if you're only going to play this event a little bit, if you're thinking about it, I would only pick up these two. I would not go past this. This is where it starts getting a little obnoxious. But anyway, moving on to the D-Day container, you can pick this guy up for 299 doubloons. If you want to work your way up here, that's fine. I understand it. But honestly, I would stop here. Why would I stop here? Because at this point, all the containers you're getting, you're not going to be getting a ship out of these. Let's be 100% honest. You are not going to be getting a ship out of these. You see how it says guaranteed drop in 50? You need to buy 50 of these containers to get a guaranteed drop. And you're not going to get a drop, a good drop in one container. And that's what this is. You're only getting one container. If this was like pick up like 10 containers or pick up 5 containers, and even if they boosted the purchase cost, I would actually say, you know what, maybe yeah, take a swing at it. But for one container, no, no, don't don't even waste your time. Moving on. So I put a value of 1250 on the D-Day container with a cost of 299. We're still doing pretty well. The difference there of 951. Moving on to the Lunar New Year container. If you played the Lunar New Year and you find that this number is relatively low, maybe go ahead and way up to here, but I'm honestly gonna say just don't. It's the same thing where the pity mechanic, I believe on these is yeah, 17th container. So yeah, just just don't even. Just don't. You can buy this one for 3.99 with a value of 12.50. Difference of 851. Moving on to the Soviet era container, guaranteed drop in 40. There is some good stuff in here. You can pick up some premium ships like the Navarin and the Kozma Minin, which I don't even have yet. I honestly, this one actually kind of flew under the radar. I don't recall it off the top of my head what it is, but um, yeah, just this is not worth it. This is really not worth it going into here. Moving on, we get to the Santa's gift container. We do manage to claw some back with a purchase cost of 5.99 with a value of 750. However, I actually think that 750 value is not entirely accurate. Because if you go in here and you go to purchase 8 of these, you'll see that you get a minus 6% discount. That doesn't seem like much, but realistically, I would say that since this gift container, I would put the 3 bundle package at about 700. I realize that's a pretty good deal right there, knocking it down from 750 to 700, knocking 50 doubloons off. But I just think that's a more appropriate valuation, but I'm going to keep the 750 there just for the time being, just because it still does not help in the end whatsoever. Moving on, we have the Journey to the West container. I have a guaranteed drop in 5, so it would actually be kind of worth it to maybe consider coming up here. But again, they're only dropping one container. What's the point? So costs on this to buy this is 699. You can kind of see a trend here where it's 99, 199, 299, 399, 499, 599, 699. Honestly, I'm going to touch on that a little bit more. I kind of wish they'd kept that trend up, but anyway, uh, cost of 699, value of 1250, difference of 551. I would pass on it. Moving on, we have the Black Friday, and this is a premium container. This is the good container. This is not the cheap container. But as you can see, guaranteed drop in 12. I have 3, and it only gives you 1. I would not recommend coming up here because basically you're not even going to be activating the pity mechanic on any of these containers. All these containers are going to be one and done, and the chance of you drawing a ship or a good thing on one is zip to nil. Let's be honest. You might be able to work out where, like, no, I have like a 60% chance of getting something good. Trust me, the way the mechanics work in this game, if I were to buy all of these, the only ship I would get would be in the end. And I'll get to that here in a bit. So from there, we're moving on to the Battle of the Java Sea container. This is actually where I think it takes a bit of a nosedive. So I put a value on this container of 1,000 just because it's typically not one of the better containers. You typically get 40 of these in a bundle versus the 25 that you do the others. So it does kind of mess with it a little bit. But if if they had these out in bundles, I might consider getting them, but in the one container bundle, just not worth it. Really not worth it. And now moving on to what made me really despise this, and that is the New Year permanent camo. I hate permanent camos. I do not like what they did with the camos in this game. Now, I actually appreciate that they separated the economic bonuses. I've talked about this in the past, where they separated the economic bonuses off the camos. I think that was actually quite smart. However, they essentially made camos worthless, which holds no semblance of reality at all. I realize this is an arcade game. I realize this is just meant to be a video game, but you got rid of the entire point of camos. The entire point of camos is to provide concealment and to provide additional dispersion on enemy shells. And frankly, ever since they've done that guaranteed dispersion hack on enemy shells, That's when I really started noticing that we started getting a lot of aim bugs in this game, and I would almost directly trace that because they kind of hot glued it to all of the ships and caused all of these ships to be affected by it. In my opinion, what they should have done is they should have left the camo ratings on the ship, left the dispersion and the concealment matrices on the ship, maybe even kind of played around with them. Like this one gets you 3 and 4. This one gets you 2 and 5. This one gets you 1 and 6. This one gets you 4 and 3. You know, worked with it a little bit, changed them up a little bit so that one camo gives you really great concealment, but you don't get the dispersion hack, and another one gives you the great dispersion hack, and that'd be perfect for the back of the line camping battleships that sit way in the back and rely less on their concealment because they're going to be spotted the entire game regardless, and rely a little bit more on the fact that the enemy ships just can't hit them. I personally would have liked to see this go that way. I realize I'm adding even probably more mechanics to this game that would probably break it further. The spaghetti coating on this game, ay ay ay. But anyway, honestly, this is really where the event takes a nosedive because they break away from their 99, 199, 299, 399, all the way up to 899, and then this one 1199. Why? Why? I don't know. And realistically, permanent camos, there's no reason, there's no value here. There's no value here. You're buying this for 11.99. I would give this a value of 500 doubloons. Now I realize that might not be entirely fair. That might not be entirely generous to the system, but realistically, if you're spending doubloons on this game to buy these camos, I don't know what you're doing. This doesn't come with any so on some of the camos, like if you buy like I'm trying to remember, I don't even remember if it is a case or not, but I do believe if you buy the steel camo, do actually get a you do get a you are able to buy that oh, I'm blanking on it. You can buy this guy right here, the bonus package. Some of them come with it. If honestly, if this came with the bonus package, it would save the deal, but it doesn't. It doesn't come with the bonus package, so it doesn't save the deal. So, believe it or not, negative valuation on that particular purchase set. But let's move on and we get to the Santa's Mega Gift Container, which again, the price for once, actually, the price comes back down. It goes back down to 199 with a value of 1250. What I rather would have seen is the 899, the 999 for the camo, and then the 1099 for this, and giving you two. I think that would have been a better deal. I think that would have been a better setup. As such, you only get one guaranteed drop in 12. At this point, it's going to cost you 5,889 doubloons to get to this one container. It's not worth it, guys. It is not worth it. If you want to spend your money on doubloons or and then spend the doubloons for these containers, just come in here and buy this 8 bundle pack for 84.80. It's an extra 3,000 doubloons, 2,000 doubloons to get 8 of these containers versus fighting up to get one of them. Now, granted, yes, you do get a Santa's gift container. Yes, you do get the super container. Yes, you do get the D-Day container. Yes, you get 3 more of the Santa's gift containers. You get a whole bunch of containers. But at the end of the day, it's really not worth it. All right, let's end this examination with the premium ship container. Now, you are guaranteed to get a premium ship out of this container. And I will say this, that you are able to get ships that you would not be able to purchase in port. So if you're hunting for that one ship that you can't get in port, I do believe actual I know they add something because there's only 44. I counted them. So I don't know what ships they added in here that would have been smart for me to count before I started, but they have 50 ships in total. I think the Shill is added. I think the Numancia is added. I think the Nottingham is added. I think the Multi Grau is added. But I know the Alliances, you can buy it for doubloons in port. I know the S-189. I know the Hampshire. I know all of these ships you can buy in port. But anyway, what would be the value on this container? And I'm going to be a little harsh on this. So I went through all of the containers and or all of the premium ships that you can buy in the port for doubloons and compiled a list, averaged them out, and then gave you a 25% boost or a 25% discount to the price. And I'm basing that based off of the fact that you can get this 25% ticket here and another 25% ticket off here for doubloons in port. So that's why I'm basing it off that. But off that, you get a value of 8,678 doubloons. And realistically, if you want to get up to here, that's fine. But look at the number down here. I put the value on this container at 8,678. You're going to have to spend 8,888 to get here. Now I know you're gonna get more stuff out of this. I realize that you're buying it's kinda like when you buy the Admiral package for a newly released ship. You're getting the commander, you're getting flags, you're getting econ bonuses, you're getting additional stuff, and you're gonna get additional stuff out of this. However, however, I don't see the value. I really just don't see the value. Going down to the bottom where everything is totaled out, you see a total cost of the 8,888, value of 19,678. Now, it is positive. It is a positive valuation. However, I'm just going to say this. This is a horrible event. I don't know who compiled this together. I don't know who put this together. I would rather see all of these knick-knack containers gone. Get rid of them. Get rid of these knick-knack containers with the D-Day and the Lunar and the Soviet and the Journey to the West and the get rid of them and stick to what we're dealing with here and now, which is Santa's gift containers, Santa's mega gift containers, maybe throw in a couple of super containers, maybe throw in some more resources or signals containers or something like that, or credits or camos or whatever it is you want to throw in. But I totally would have gotten rid of all of these and had it end at the premium tier 8 ship container. If they had just done that, where it was like a Santa's gift container, a super container, a Santa's mega gift container, two Santa's gift containers, and just continued down the line, that would have made so much more sense. For them to do this, I'm sitting here looking at this, just shaking my head, going, I don't know who chose this and why they did, but it makes absolutely no sense to me. And I personally would have had this premium camo be like the third option. I would have moved it up and had it be like the third option. So anyway, guys, I hate to sound negative because I like finding positive aspects in this game to talk about. I like the positive aspects of this game. I'm going to play the first two here, and I'll bring you guys along so you can see me open them. You know, it's going to take, what, 2 seconds, whoop-de-doo. Um, but anyway, yeah, I don't know why they compiled this, but it is, yeah, look at that, green econ bonuses. Wow, those are so valuable. It's not like I have damn near 2,000 of those. Ugh, you know, it yeah. Of course, it'd be more green econ bonuses. Just to show you guys this, I play this game a lot, so I burn through these guys a lot. I have 14,000. I have 10. I have over 1,000. I have six or not. I have 1,400. I have over 1,000. I have 1,600. I have 1,200. What the heck? I don't need more econ bonuses. Just I would not play that event, guys. I really would not play it. It's not a good event. It's not a good sequential bundle. Play the first two, play the third. I don't know. It's gonna be your guys' choice. If you're gonna go all the way up to the premium tier 8 ship container, I just wouldn't recommend it because you don't get to pick your ship. The ship that you do want, you can pick up for doubloons in port. So for an extra, let's just say 10%, you can pick the ship you want in port. How much more valuable is that? It's so much more valuable in my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.